Morning, welcome to
Fun Math number 12.
Fun Math number 12. Okay, so here we had a really neat problem from Art of Problem Solving's Introduction to Number Theory book. The question was, how many integers between 200 and 300 inclusive leave a remainder of 5 when divided by 8? So the first way we solved this problem is you just wrote down all the multiples of 8 starting at 200. Turned out that 200 was a multiple of 8. It's actually 8 times what?
It's 8. I don't remember.
Figure it out.
It's 8 times 160 plus 40 times 20 plus. It's 8 times 25.
Right. So if you have 8 quarters, you would have $2. It's 8 times 25. So you would. So you wrote down the multiples of 8 all the way up to 296, and then you just added 5 to all of them. And then what did you notice when you added 5 to 296? What did you get?
You got over 300.
Okay, right in the number that you got. I don't want to give away the secret. 296 plus 5 is
301.
Oh, you changed markers. Okay, that's good. Okay. And then we went, so the question was how many leave a remainder of 5 when divided by 8? So we just counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, but not 13, right?
Yep.
Okay, so the answer was 12. So the question is, how could we have done this faster? Okay?
Yeah.
So we wrote all these down, then we wrote all those down, and then we counted them. Okay, so the first way we could have done it faster is we didn't actually have to write all of these down because it didn't ask what they were, right? It just asked how many had a remainder of 5. So we could have said, well, I can add 5 to this, and this, but what should we have noticed?
This.
When you add 5 to that, what happens?
It's bigger than 300.
Okay, so the first thing we could have said is, hey, look, I already have my multiples of 8. That's awesome.
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, whoops. So I could have just counted here without actually adding all the 5s on. The next thing I could have done is I could have said 8 times 25 is 200. And then I could have divided 300 by 8. Let's do that real quick. 8 goes into 30 how many times?
8 times 3.
3 is 24, leaving 60. How many times does 8 go into 60?
7, 56.
Okay, 7, 56, remainder 4. Okay, so 8 times 37 is 8 times 37 is 296. Okay, so I have how many multiples of 8? When I count the numbers 25, 26, 27, all the way up to 36, 37. When I count the numbers from 25 up to 37, how many numbers are there? Do you remember how you count how many numbers there are?
You can write it backwards, but then.
Yeah, that's a different trick. How do you count how many numbers there are here?
Well, you can do 37 minus 25 plus 1.
Right, 37 minus 25 plus 1. You can do that. Or what you could do is just subtract 24 from all these numbers. Then you're down to 1, 2, 3, 12, 13. Right? It's easy to count how many numbers there are starting at 1 and ending at 13 because there are 13 numbers. But 37 minus 25 is 12 plus 1 also gives you 13. Okay? But now, so we know there's 13 multiples of 8 between 200 and 300. Now when we add 5 to them, what's wrong? What goes wrong?
The 37, the last one gets over 300.
The last one gets over 300. So there's only, although there are 13 multiples of 8, only 12 of them can we add 5 to. Right?
Yep.
Okay. So that would be one other way. to do this problem. That's probably the quickest way to do the problem. Figure out the smallest number, figure out the largest number, and then see what works in between. Okay? Now there's one way where that could go wrong, because let's pretend if 197 was a multiple of 8, obviously it's not, right?
Yeah.
If 197 was a multiple of 8, that would have meant that 203 left a remainder of 5 when you divide it by 8. So we have to be careful. We might even have to check one before this just to make sure. Okay, but since 200 was a multiple of 8, we didn't actually have to do that. Okay, so I just wanted to show you two other faster ways we could have done it other than writing everything out. Writing everything out's fine, by the way. That makes sure, then you know you've got all the right answers. But there are faster ways to do it than writing everything out. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Good job today, honey. Good job.